Welcome back to the podcast. I said I wasn't going to do an intro. This is my first interview, so it's going to be fucking awkward. This is my gorgeous friend, Bianca, aka Chunga. I'm going to say it because I'm going to keep calling you Chunga throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, and Chim Chim Chiroo.
Where does it come from? Drunk somewhere in America? LA.
Yeah.
Mexico?
Buying chimichangas.
At a servo.
Yeah, that I thought were vegetarians and not, are full of animals. And I'd ate about 8. And then we realised they weren't vegetarian. They were full of animal.
After you ate 8?
Yeah, many of them.
Good times.
Good times.
And limoncellos.
Oh, they were good.
In the dingy hotel room.
And you know, I was thinking about being in Mexico, drinking margaritas and 8 kilograms of guacamole. We shut ourselves, remember?
We took turns.
Yeah, shouldn't eat that much guacamole in Mexico.
We needed, this is a great intro. We needed someone to sit by the pool with our stuff. So we took turns shitting.
Yeah.
And protecting our stuff from the iguanas.
We actually did. I was like, oh my God, that's so... that's hot.
Good times.
Good times.
So, Bianca, Chunga.
Chimmy.
I love you to pieces.
Love you
Thank
too.
you for being on the podcast.
That's okay. Thanks for having me.
We're going to do this a lot more often, I think.
I don't think so. Can I tell you something I was thinking this morning?
Go.
Okay, this is really good. You've had me first.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because your family, overachievers, right? So you've set the bar low with me. No, this is good, right? So we're just breaking the ice. And then you're going to have like your cousins, like you've got a firefighter who's a machine. You've got like your sister who's like a machine. And you've got your other cousin who's famous. Like you need to bring them in. Okay. So we've started the bar low, which is good. And we're going to start with mum crap. And then you can only go up from me.
Okay, hang on. Before you continue.
Yeah.
Chunga has 4 children.
It's not that great.
4 children. Can we please talk about that? Because you're talking about everyone being so incredible in your like low bar. But hang on a minute. There's no way in fucking earth I could do half of what you do.
Well, sometimes it's called delulu. You just go on and pretend it's not there. It is wild.
But you
sometimes. Not really. You pretend. Fake it till you make it.
Is that how you do it?
Yes.
Because what I want to know is how you don't blow up constantly, because I feel like I'm on edge with 2 all the time.
No, you do. You do. You just learn to control it in different ways, and then you feel like you're screaming at the children, so you sort of got to... I do have my moments when I go into my bedroom and I just sit on the end of the bed and I'm like, far out, Brussels sprouts, how did I get here? I'll tell you a funny story. I was at Woolies in the yogurt aisle and my children were eating about $450 of crap before we even got to the checkout. I was like, why not? And I was like, I need to get groceries. Sometimes you just have to do it. So I'm standing there and I'm in the yogurt aisle and I'm drowning and they're screaming and one's crying and one's shoes falling off. And my life, I'm like, wow, go on. This little old lady, no word of lie, this is a true story. This little old lady came over to me and said, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
She said, I had 4 boys and she was now in her early 80s and they all moved away and they all got married. And she said, this is such a small snippet. And I'm like, but I'm deep in the depths of this dark tunnel and I can't get out. And her perspective, I was like, how do I become you? How do I become lonely? I want to be lonely with my trolley walking around Woolies.
I feel that's the thing. Like, how do you go from the depths of it and reflect on the fact that it's such a snippet, like it's such a blip in the time of your life?
You can't, because you're in it, right? So you don't see around, you don't see perspective of what you're in until you're out of it, looking back going, holy moly, that was the good times.
Yeah, I flip out. Like I flipped out this morning over getting ready for school, and then the moment I dropped them both off, I was like, the fuck, I could have been so much nicer this morning, because they're so little.
I know. But then would they appreciate you? Because if you're nice all the time, they're like, oh, when she's nice, look, she's a nice mummy. I feel like you've got to be psycho.
Do your kids say that to you?
Yes, they call me a psycho all the time.
Like my kids are like, I wish I had a nice mum.
No, my children, I call them dickheads all the time. I'm like, get out of the car, go find a new mother. I'm not in the business for this shit. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to be your mum. I'm trying to have your clothes looking nice and being normal humans of society. I'm trying to raise people that are not going to end in jail, that are kind. The last thing I say to them as they're walking through the gate, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
I don't want turds. I would rather have the kid that gets bullied than the bully.
Do you think you said something about, being friends with your kids? Like, do you think that is something that because I know growing up, I always thought like it's so good to be best friends with your parents. But now that I'm a mum, I'm like, well, actually, that so comes last
Mm.
if I can't prioritize raising my kids well, like you were saying, you're like being kind. If my kid ever turns out to be the bully, I swear to God, I'll lose my actual shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But that to me is so much more important than us being good friends.
I think, good point. I think friendship comes, like, I am my mum and dad's friend now.
Now, at
And
this age.
yeah,
Yeah.
39, nearly 40, they are my best friends. But at that age, no. That age is they look at you like you're a monster because you're telling them, no, no, you can't have this.
Yeah.
No, you can't go there. No, my kids don't have sleepovers. And
Yeah.
other parents let their kids have sleepovers, and I'm a non sleepover mum. I don't need to tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you what's going on. But no, when you're 18, you can make those choices and you can suffer the consequences that happen to you. But while I'm in control of you and you're under my roof, I need to keep you safe and
Yeah.
protect your little mind. And that's what we
You're
need to
so
do.
fucking wise, I
No, I
swear.
don't know about whys. It's called just keep going.
No, but really, because I feel like you get to the point, or you seem to have gotten to the point where you're confident with that kind of mindset. You're confident with that decision, like that perspective that you have on, how you're going to be with your kids, and so be it. There's no
Mm,
like, I feel like there are times where I'm like, oh, but I feel bad about not being your friend. I feel bad about, but it does get to the point where you just like, I think I'm getting past that. Like, you do
yeah,
get to the point where you're just like tough shit. Like, my priority is to be a good mum and have good humans. Like, that's it.
that's it.
Yeah,
And I think you get to the point of not caring. I see all these memes and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like, don't stop caring what people think. Stop caring. Stop
yeah.
caring. And it's true.
But how?
You're only doing it to yourself. You're only
That's
hurting
true.
yourself and hurting. You know that when we become mums, you don't get a book in the hospital.
Yeah.
You don't get instructions with them. Your instincts go, right, I need to protect these small people. And if it says no to a lolly or,
Mm,
like my girlfriend, she will not let her children eat nuggets or McDonald's.
mm.
I'm not going to question that. You do you, boo. I don't care. But my kids can. But I'm not going to judge her and she doesn't judge me. It is what it is. It's our rules, whatever. And you go with the flow.
Do you know what's really funny? Last week I did an episode on people pleasing and
Mm.
why we're people pleasers. And the one way that I do it all the time now is that when I'm around other mums with their kids, I tend to kind of soften my rules because I don't want that mum to feel judged. So you know how you said, her kids don't eat nuggets, but I don't mind that mine do. Do you feel judged by her that you give your kids nuggets?
But can I ask you this, right? Turn
Mm.
this around. Why do you feel like you need to soften yourself? Because you feel like they're going to judge you?
Yeah, because I think they're going to think it's a vicious cycle. I think they're going to think I'm judging them. So, like, if I'm in that
Yeah.
situation, right, where my kids don't eat McDonald's,
Yep.
they've had it once, and I kind of got the fruit option with the Happy Meal anyway.
Boring.
Typical. But like, I feel like if I was
Crunchy
to
mom.
do that, I mean, I know you love me, but if I was to do that in front of a school mum, they'd be like, "Oh, so you think I'm a bitch? Or you think I'm a shit mum for feeding my kids McDonald's?"
I get what you're
So
saying.
I'm worried about what they think I think of them.
Yeah. Why?
Good question. Because that's what I'm asking because like I feel like
But that's your mindset. You got
yeah,
to get your head out of that because if they're going to sit there and go, oh, this mother, I think she's so good because she doesn't feed her kids nuggets, then go, you're not my people, bitch.
yeah, yeah,
Move on.
yeah, yep. See,
Then
this is why we've got Bianca on the podcast.
this is, we're not friends. Go away. That's
That's
what,
going to be the intro.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You have problems. No, you know what?
Yeah,
You got to get to the point. I have 4 kids. I got to get them home. I got to get one soccer, dancing,
yeah,
and I'm like, no, I don't have time to worry about your emotions. If you don't like me, then you're not my
yeah.
people.
I think the art is learning to switch that off.
Yes. And realizing, do you know what? If I'm going to offend that person because I don't let my kids eat that, what's that red dye? I have another girlfriend for whatever that. Anyway,
The red frogs
yeah,
die.
that's fine. You do you. I
Yeah,
totally agree. Probably does make your kids psycho.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna you do you. She doesn't offend me.
Okay.
You need to get out of your own head. You know you are your own
Yeah.
worst enemy.
Yeah. So what I said on the last episode was that people pleasing is very self-centered. Like you're too concerned about what people think about you and people actually not that fucking fussed with you.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bit like that.
Yeah, but you've always been like
I
that.
know.
You always want, when we were younger, when we were out, you wanted everyone to be happy. But everyone was happy because we were with you and we were just out having fun.
Well, yeah, of course. It was so much fun. Mother Teresa, as you call me.
Oh my God, yeah.
Can you explain that?
Because when we used to go
She calls me Mother Teresa. She has for the last 20-something years. Why is that?
well, actually, because you were the most sensible in the beginning of the night,
being
and then you go, well, I can't remember. My mum might listen to this podcast.
Okay, nothing incriminating,
Nothing incriminating.
but Mother Teresa, just like what? The moral compass?
Yes, that's
But-
pretty much.
AKA boring.
No, I'd never called you Mother Teresa because I thought you were boring.
Oh, I took it as boring.
You
Yeah.
this whole time, all these years.
Yeah.
No, you're a dickhead. I thought you were like, I was like, oh, she's just good. Because I would go drink a bowl of vodka and not think of the consequences.
That's boring to me. I want to be like that.
No,
I
because
would go, well, not at this age.
yeah, but do you know what makes me fun about you, right? Like we traveled and we did stuff, and I was like, really, you want to go do that? And you're like, yeah, let's walk from LA to Beverly Hills. 4
You wanted to
hours
kill me.
later. Let's go do this fun stuff together. It'll be great.
You
And
did
I'm
want to
like,
kill me though.
no, but you always are like, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
And I'm
good
like,
times.
oh, good times.
You know what? I feel like I've lost that a bit since I've become a mum. I want to get that back.
No, change your mindset. You haven't lost it. It's just been put to sleep for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when we go out and we have fun, it's back.
It's back. Can we do that soon?
Yeah, we should. We should do a podcast.
Should we go buy some ciggies now? Don't worry, I'll
All
cut
the
that bit out.
vodka.
No, I'm not joking.
Drinky poo. It's like when I order my coffee always. I'm like, can I have a long black with a shot of vodka?
Chicken and cheese?
Chicken and, oh,
Should we get chicken and cheese?
Oh my God.
Macca's used to sell, I don't know if it still does because I haven't had it in a while, but they used to sell chicken and cheeseburgers. And after a big night out, we would go chicken and cheese? Chicken and cheese?
Best chicken and cheese. Can I tell you something I was thinking this morning, actually? What people don't tell you, like when you have a baby, they're like, oh my God, I get mastitis. Oh, they won't sleep. Like when you leave the hospital, you're like, all these things that you need to think about as a baby. Do you know what they don't tell you about?
What?
They don't tell you about like when you're at home with the kids and they're all cute and it's a pajama day and you don't have to go to school yet.
Mm.
And then they don't tell you like when you start primary school, like holy moly, like strap on, like put your seatbelt on. It's a wild ride.
Yeah.
I have gained the most amazing school mum friends who are beyond. And there's two, there's Elle and Alyssa who I want you to interview because they're bad bitches. They're like in finance and they are amazing, right? Got their own business. And then I've got like these other mums that are just like, they are the biggest cheer supporters.
Yeah.
They see my kids, they hype them up for the day. They don't tell you that, but they also don't tell you that the friends you're going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you start school, like I pulled up one of the mums for bullying my son. She won't talk to me now. And I'm like,
The mum herself?
Yeah, the mum herself. Because I pulled her son up and I asked her, could you stop calling my kid fat? Like no one likes it. So it's like that as a mum, no one tells you the friends you'll make beyond amazing, the friends you lose, like the ups and downs of all that stuff.
And I feel like partly because we all kind of experience motherhood our own, like in isolation, like on our own,
100%.
right? I didn't think about, we spoke about this recently, like when your kids go to school, you don't realize how your parenting has to combat with what they pick up from other kids at school, what they learn from other kids at school. And if other kids have been raised in a way that it just doesn't align with you, tough shit, your kid's going to be in that situation with those kids and you're going to have to just kind of manage the consequences of that at home. I know with my kids, like with my daughter, the number of conversations we're having where I'm like, but that's not okay. She's like, but everyone's doing that stuff. She was talking the other day about frenemies and I was like, we don't have enemies. We've got friends and we've got acquaintances. That's it. Like you're not at 6 having enemies, but all her friends at school talk about having enemies and hating this one and hating that one. I'm just like, how do we, that's something that I've only ever spoken about with you, but that you raise your kids, but then they're exposed to everyone else.
And I think also when there's siblings, so when there's older siblings like you, right? So your daughter is the first, so she's going to hear everything. Then your son will then hear things a lot earlier than he should because she'll come home and talk. So we just had to give the as my son calls it, sex talk. That was
No.
yeah, because he came home and a boy said, "My mum told me this," and my mum told, and I said, "I don't want him knowing that way. I want him to know the truth, and I want him to be able to feel comfortable to
Yeah.
come and talk to me and ask me." So I sat down with him and told him everything, and I read a book. I can't remember what it's called. It's called The Truth About Something. Anyway, it's saying that you should talk to your kids in a scientific way.
Yep.
At this age, they need to know why we do that is to reproduce, to have children. It's not for pleasure, it's for this. For now, they need to know that because their little brains can't get around why you would do that
Yeah.
to someone.
But the fact that like you're not in control of when you can have that conversation.
And that's devastated me. Like
Yeah.
I went to bed crying that night and my husband said, What you've told him?" I said, "But that was a choice taken away from
Yeah.
me when I wanted his little brain." And I said, "I haven't had that conversation because he believes in Santa and the Tooth Fairy. He's turning 10 in November and his little sweet brain was not ready for that."
Yeah.
And I had to then explain because he had all these questions. And where do you go from there?
Yeah. I know. And that's such a part of motherhood that you don't kind of think about or no one talks to you about beforehand. It's just like you're thrown into situations that you don't have full control.
Yeah.
I thought when I had my first, I was like, this is my little piece of Play-Doh that I can mold into whatever I want. And fuck me.
Weren't you wrong?
Just fucking totally wrong. Totally wrong. Because of her personality, because
Yep.
of genetics, because of the world around us. I mean, even my parents teach her stuff that I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't have said it in that way. You can't control everything.
No, you can't. And at the end of the day, you have to roll with what you do and got to go, okay, we've heard that now. How do we navigate it in the way of our family values? How do we navigate it in the way that we want to be ethically right,
Yeah.
if that's the word?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, to be a sense of, okay, we're gonna navigate this for our family and for our beliefs and our structure so that we're still being kind to others and we're understanding. It's like there was a kid that obviously he's a sibling and found out that Santa wasn't real, and then he was telling my son.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, we're not ready for that.
No.
We're still happy living in our little Santa bubble, and I don't want it to pop. And so just leave them alone, you know?
So on that note, my theory is Santa does exist.
I still believe that.
So, but I mean it. Like,
Yeah.
I will never get to the point where I say to my kids, Santa doesn't exist. What I might say is, I do some of the work for Santa. Santa,
Oh, that's a good, yes.
because I feel like I'm not being delusional here, but I feel like there is charm in believing in something that you can't see. I think it's really important to believe in something that you don't know exists, or believe in something that you can't see. Believe in magic. Believe in those things.
Yeah.
So even as an adult, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not like a guy with a beard climbing down my non-existent chimney, but the spirit, I'm going to sound like totally fucking delusional, but
No, I like it.
just like, so I will always be like, yeah, Santa does exist, just not in the way maybe we think as kids.
Do your kids fully believe now?
Yes.
Have you had that conversation?
No.
So you're still, it's just normal.
The Easter Bunny came up because the kid said to my daughter at school, like, there's no Easter Bunny. And I was like, well, my other thing is, and I say this with everything when she asks me, is there mermaids? Are there unicorns? Da, da, da. I'm like, this is how the world works. I've never seen one, but just because I've never seen something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There are so many things in this universe that exist that humans have never seen. So you can choose what you believe. If you believe that there are mermaids and if that makes sense to you, why not? I've never seen a mermaid, but who am I to say there's no such thing as mermaids?
Yeah, right.
So I'd say that about the Easter Bunny. I'm like, I don't know, there might be an Easter Bunny.
That's a good point. We've never had that mermaid or the unicorn.
Because we were talking about aliens, we were talking about deep sea creatures, and I'm like, well, I've never. How
You get really deep in your house.
self-centered are we to think that there are no aliens, though?
No, there's got to be. There has
Anyway,
to be.
this is not what this podcast is about. Chunga, I love you to pieces.
I love you.
This is the first episode of many that you're going to be on because
Absolutely
you make
not.
this episode, you make this podcast. So
Is that
much fun.
it? That went quick.
Do you want to do more?
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Oh, okay. Well, I love you.
I need
Chunga
to go to the
pants.
toilet.
Chim chim. Oh no, you're gonna shoot yourself. Oh.
I had a ballerina tea before this.
Tell them what happened at school the other day quickly.
Oh, do I have to put it on?
Yes.
Okay. I did a 3-day sardine kind of challenge, like a cleanse, and
Which is weird.
It is weird. My husband put me onto it. And okay, I kind of shit myself when I was dropping my daughter off at school. Like oil came out of my bum. Anyway, on that note, Thanks for joining me. I love you to pieces.
I love you too.
You're the best.
We should do some stories.
We'll do another episode soon.
One day, X-rated stories of our travels.
Yeah.
And our teenage years.
Amazing.
And I'll bring photos.
All photos. Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you so much.
Love you more.
Bye.
Bye.